The big news everyone has been smoking about is that the Mexican lower house voted to approve the legalization of cannabis, a victory for weed activists who have been advocating that approving the drug will reduce crime and help the government in fighting the drug war. The legislation is highly unpopular, with more than 2/3 of Mexicans opposed to the legalization, and opponents argue that it will do nothing to stop the cartels because the market is in the United States. The bill, however, is expected to pass the Senate and be signed by President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. It will become the third country in the world to legalize, behind Uruguay and Canada, with 15 US states having approved recreational marijuana already. And just this morning, New York announced it will legalize. While Democrats in the Senate want to legalize it nationally, there is a possibility the entire continent could be a marijuana heaven very soon. And I'm happy. More weed, more munchies, more brisket sales, right? There's a direct correlation. For the past 4 years, activists have been protesting, smoking, and as a result, eating a lot of chips outside of the Mexican Senate building on Paseo de la Reforma here in Mexico City. We sent Gringo Show correspondent Julien Valois there to investigate.
Hey everyone, what's up? Julien Valois reporting from in front of the Mexican Federal Senate, where momentum has been building to legalize marijuana over recent weeks. So instead of talking to senators today, we figured, why don't we check out Planton 420 in front of the Senate instead? Planton 420 is a small park on Reforma Avenue where marijuana activists and enthusiasts have been gathering to call for legalization. And that's right, what you're seeing here is marijuana being grown openly within steps of the Senate building. After conducting a rigid and careful analysis, I concluded that I needed to meet with Planton 420 organizer Miguel to learn more.
I am a grower here at Plantón 420, and I've been here since we started the project.
Cool, so you could actually grow here. You can grow your own stuff?
Exactly, yeah, we do grow our own stuff. We have over 1,000 marijuana plants.
Wow, okay. And how did this all get started?
This is an important park because there's been tolerance here for about the past 3-4 years. There started being marijuana events where people would just come, do workshops, smoke, talk about cannabis. And here in Plantón 420, since we've started, we have 4 fundamental demands. Freedom of cultivation, being able to grow as much as you want without market, without trying to sell it. Second demand is possession, non-profit possession, without any limit. The third demand is shared spaces for consumers in equality with tobacco consumers, which happens here, as you can see.
Right.
And our fourth demand is dignified treatment from the state based on scientific evidence instead of prejudice. This is also a space for free possession because police don't check here or outside how much you have.
That's what I was going to ask you too. If there's a concern for getting extorted from the police, and I know that not every street corner in Mexico City looks like this, how were you guys able to shield away from the police when you guys were getting started?
Well, since the beginning, we've fought this through civil disobedience, guiding us through the law. So it's kind of ironic that we're winning the judicial battles in the Supreme Court when the judicial system is the one that has been failing us for 100 years. We've had to negotiate with the local government, with the mayorship. We had to negotiate with the local police and ask them not to bother consumers. And in some sense, they've been respectful, but at the same time, they ignore anything that happens. So if you see this area around here, right now it's safe, but when we're just a few of us just guarding the space inside, and it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning, there's things that happen outside, violent things, or there might be some type of harassment, and police don't stop, they don't come here. It's like it doesn't exist.
Right.
So that allows people that are not protesting, that are not fighting for their rights, that are trying to have an antisocial behavior, free space to do it, because you're not going to get arrested.
So I definitely learned a lot here today at Plantón 420 or Plantón 420. And I can't help but think of how this could be the beginning of a park in Mexico, or some place where, you know, in other international cities where a lot of people get together and consume cannabis. Feels like this is kind of the start of this. Anyways, back to you, Dan.
All right. Thanks, Julian.